show you where you are in relation to the old city of Jerusalem.
Jadi saya ingin menjelaskan di mana kita berkaitan dengan kota tua Yerusalem.
So, in a minute, when you stand over here, when you look over in that direction to the south, you'll be looking at the walls of the old city.
Ya, jadi kalau saudara berdiri situ dan memandang ke sana, saudara akan melihat dari tembok kota tua.
And you'll be able to see this section of the walls.
Jadi saudara akan melihat bagian itu dari tembok.
This outcrop of rock is marked here with this black line.
Ya, jadi yang bagian sini ini yang di sini.
Okay, so you're over here.
Kita ada di sini sekarang.
And so this thin purple line shows you where the walls of the old city are today.
Ya, jadi gambar yang ini menggambarkan mengenai di mana kota tua Yerusalem pada masa kini.
The thick red line shows you where the walls were in the days of Jesus.
Jadi kemudian warna ini adalah tembok pada zaman Yesus.
So of course it is different, but there are also places where the walls are in the same place.
Jadi berbeda, tapi ada juga tembok yang masih tembok yang sama.
Like the bit that you're going to be looking at. So when you look at the old city over here, remember that is where the walls were also in the days of Jesus.
Jadi nanti kalau kita melihat, kita akan melihat tembok ini dan itu sudah ada sejak zaman Yesus.
And we're very close to a major city gate. Today we call it Damascus Gate. It's the main northern gate of the city. And it was a very busy place in the days of Jesus.
Ya, jadi kita juga dekat dengan tembok Damaskus, gerbang Damaskus, dan itu adalah gerbang yang sangat sibuk pada masa Yesus.
Now, we know from Roman historians that they would always crucify in very public places, very often close to the city gates on the sides of the roads, so that people had to pass close to the crosses as they came in and out of the cities.
Nah, jadi biasanya tempat penghukuman itu adalah seperti di jalan yang dekat dengan kota.
And the Bible tells us that Jesus was taken out of the city walls, out of the city gate, crucified close to the city, and that many people were passing by his cross.
Jadi dikatakan bahwa Yesus itu sebenarnya dibawa keluar dari kota, dan keluar dari tembok kota, kemudian tapi dia dianiaya di daerah kota dan di jalan yang banyak orang lewat.
So the busyness of this area makes sense.
Jadi seperti kesibukan di area sini itulah yang memungkinkan sinilah tempat peristiwa itu terjadi.
Reason number two why people pointed to this site is a local tradition that this area had already been used as a place of execution before the Roman occupation.
Ya, jadi mengapa lebih diterima di sini? Karena menurut tradisi orang Yahudi yang lama bahwa dari dulu sebelum zaman Yesus tempat ini sudah dipakai untuk tempat penghukuman.
So if this really was already a place that was used by the local Jewish courts for executions, it's very possible that also the Roman authorities used it for crucifixions.
Jadi bahkan pada zaman Yesus, orang-orang Yahudi yang lama memakai di sinilah tempat untuk penghukuman bagi orang-orang yang layak dihukum, dan kemungkinan besar juga dipakai oleh orang Roma.
And a third reason why people look to this site as being Golgota is because of the name Golgota.
Ya, jadi kemungkinan bahwa di sinilah oleh karena ingat namanya Golgota.
Golgota or Golgota in the Aramaic language simply means skull, tengkorak.
Ya, jadi Golgota dalam bahasa Aram yaitu tengkorak.
I'm going to show you a photo from about 125 years ago.
Jadi ini foto dari
1899, 1900.
sekitar 600 tahun lalu.
So this is a photo of this hill taken from the old city.
Ya, jadi foto ini adalah foto sini diambil dari kota tua.
And you can see that there's something there that many people think looks a little bit like a skull.
Ya, jadi kalau melihat gambar ini seperti nampaknya kayak tengkorak.
Now the Bible doesn't say why people named Golgota Golgota, but it's possible that it's just because of a physical similarity. Something, it looked a little bit like a skull, so they called it skull.
Ya, jadi kita tidak tahu mengapa orang menyebutnya sebagai Bukit Golgota atau Bukit Tengkorak. Bisa jadi bentuknya memang kayak tengkorak.
Today, you're sitting over here, right?
Saudara duduk
Behind
di sini.
this wall. So you're very much looking at it from the sides.
Jadi kita berdiri duduk di situ dan ya kita sedang memandang dari sini. Dari sini kita sekarang.
And remember that this whole bottom area now also is covered up because of modern construction.
Ya, jadi bagian bawah ini selalu ditutupi oleh karena pembangunan modern.
But maybe you can still see in the side of the hill something that a little bit reminds us of a skull.
Ya, jadi kalau saudara memandang itu seperti mengingatkan itu kayak tengkorak.
But
Tapi
Jesus would not have been crucified on top of this hill.
ya, jadi Yesus tidak akan disalibkan di atas bukit
The,
itu.
the Bible never says that Jesus was crucified on a hill.
Ya, Alkitab tidak pernah menyebutkan bahwa Yesus itu disalibkan di atas bukit.
The word hill isn't even used in the New Testament for the crucifixion. It only says the place of a skull.
Ya, jadi tidak ada kata gunung atau bukit disebutkan bahwa itu tempat penyaliban Yesus di atas bukit. Hanya satu tempat yang bernama Bukit Tengkorak. Gunung Tengkorak.
Again, the Gospels say that the people were passing by the cross of Jesus. They could read the sign of accusation, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews. They could speak to him and they could hear him.
Ya, jadi bayangkan saudara, ini tempat ramai. Jadi waktu orang lalu lalang lewat, mereka bisa melihat, bahkan bisa melihat tulisan, inilah raja orang Yahudi.
So, if the idea that this is Golgota is correct, then we believe that the crucifixion would have been somewhere down here, close to the road.
Ya, jadi kalau di sini adalah penyaliban, kemungkinan penganiayaan di bawah sini di jalan.
And of course, also today you can hear the buses and the cars.
Ya, saudara dengar sekarang banyak bunyi-bunyi mobil.
Because almost exactly where there used to be a Roman road, you have this Turkish road. And where there was this Turkish road, you have a modern asphalt road today.
Ya, jadi di sini adalah jalan zaman dulu, bahkan zaman Turki juga, bahkan sekarang ini jalan.
And this is the kind of place where Jesus was crucified, a place where people were passing by among the normal daily life.
Ya, jadi seperti inilah memang tempat yang tepat karena banyak orang lalu lalang, karena ini adalah seperti jalan yang ramai.
The cross was not some distant, sterile thing.
Ya, jadi Golgota itu bukan tempat yang sangat jauh, yang khusus begitu.
No, Jesus died among the people.
Jadi Yesus itu mati sebenarnya berada di tengah-tengah orang banyak.
So friends, if you want to take a few photos, you're welcome to, and then we will continue into the garden to talk about the empty tomb.
Oke, jadi ini ada di